2024 election cycle is finally getting out of neutral. I mean, have you guys been paying attention to the news recently in regards to politics? Not a lot has really moved. Joe Biden is falling asleep at Memorial Day presentations. Trump is stuck in court, and the Libertarians are very much entrenching themselves in their libertarian persona. Specifically with the Libertarian Caucus, I guess that's what it is. I don't know, just a bunch of speds up there in New Hampshire all got together in order to nominate their lamb for the 2024 slaughter. And, well, they decided to invite a bunch of high-profile candidates. I guess RFK handed out a bunch of rubber chickens that would later end up being stuffing to put between his ears later. Nothing has been a bigger disappointment for this election cycle than RFK Jr. Like, just what an atrocious individual. Oh well, once a Kennedy, always a Kennedy. So he warbled his way through a speech, and then Donald Trump got asked to show up to the convention, and, well, he took advantage of said invitation, and, well, the audience was less than enthusiastic to see the former and future president. They booed him, heckled him, held up signs against him, and, well, Trump, being the consummate professional and comedian, he said, well, if you guys actually want to win and be relevant for once in your party's pathetic existence, nominate me for president. That'd be great. We could all come together and we could actually make a difference. But then, of course, the Libertarian Party, being the Libertarian Party, decided to shit their pants and to really own the chuds, smeared all over themselves just so nobody would get within 25 feet of them. Fantastic strategy. Keep on doing you. Yes, as it's pointed out here, the video of Donald Trump asking the Libertarian Party to make them their nominee, then roasting them to their faces is hilarious. Only if you want to win. Maybe you don't want to win. I understand. You guys never win. You're not accustomed to winning. Keep getting your 3% every 4 years. And for the past few days, that 3% every 4 years has been running wild. Everybody calling the Libertarian Party exactly what they are. But Trump mocking lolberts, yeah, it's perfect, man, especially in light of who they actually did nominate. But let's get through what Trump had to say and what he was trying to offer as an olive branch to the freaky goofs on display. Well, it's worthy of recapping. Former President Trump mocked libertarians while speaking at their own convention over the weekend after he was met with boos from the crowd. Can you imagine? Like, okay, that's all taken for granted. Oh, Trump gets booed. It's like, okay, cool, the media's wet dream. But then Trump coming back and roasting the audience, saying that, well, okay, cool, you don't want to nominate me? Fine, have fun losing and getting, 0.3% in the polls. Fantastic stuff. Great strategy. I'm sure you'll eventually win, stupid. But who else is actually doing that? Who else is standing in the line of fire consistently, going to the Bronx, having a rally that is exceptionally well attended? Remember Trump did a sneaker launch a couple of months back. I think it was a couple of months back, but we talked about it before, and he did that right in the heart of the, the Democratic voting machine in Philadelphia. Oh, there were some light boos. What ended up happening after that sneaker launch? Oh, right, they immediately sold out. To say that Trump is built different is a bit of a cliche, but to say the lolberts are always going to lolbert, well, that's also as much of a cliche. Trump attempted to make an appeal to libertarians during their national convention on Saturday, at one point even suggesting that they should nominate him as their candidate for the 2024 election. The suggestion was quickly met with boos from the audience. Only do that if you want to win, he told the crowd. If you want to lose, don't do it. If you want to lose, don't do that. Keep getting your 3% every 4 years. Libertarian presidential candidate Joe Jorgensen. Yes, pro-BLM Joe Jorgensen. Oh, wait, if you didn't think that old smooth-brained Joe was the worst that the Libertarians had to nominate, and then in 2016, y'all remember Gary Johnson wagging his tongue on stage, not knowing what Aleppo is? Oh, wait, there's more. Received just over 1% in the national vote in 2020, and then, yes, back at the time when, oh, is this the best of the political class can offer? You've got a game show host and the former First Lady. Though there are choices, Gary Johnson, 3.3% of the national vote in 2016. If you're unsatisfied with the two major choices, as what we're told a bunch of people are, even though one guy has tangible support every single place that he goes, as opposed to the walking corpse that is Joe Biden, who I legitimately can't wait for those June 27th debates, which Biden has a list of rules. Okay, the CNN CNN soundstage where there's not going to be an audience. He actually, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is something that I seen circulated. He said that can we just sit for the debates? You're going to be in an empty goddamn room and you need to sit down for the debates? Like, tell me you're decrepit without telling me you're decrepit. I legitimately can't wait for those. Those are going to be so much fun, because for as hilarious as Trump roasting libertarians to their faces, Trump roasting Biden to his face and him not having a comeback, and then just having CNN scramble in order to try to overcompensate for the corpse in the Oval Office, that's going to be cinema, okay? For the lack of the Hollywood output in 2023 and 2024, we're finally going to get something worthy of the big screen on June 27th. Back to that rejoinder that we've heard for the past 3 election cycles. Oh, this is the best that both parties can offer. When are we going to have a theory of third-party candidate? Well, didn't everybody think we had that with RFK Jr. until his gun-grabbing proclivities and his grab your ankles for our greatest ally proclivities really came to the forefront, along with other incredibly questionable decisions, but his campaign's even less relevant than the Libertarians nominee in the form of Chase Oliver, which kind of sounds like what he likes to do on the weekends, but Libertarians select a gay, Antifa-loving, Trump-hating, vaccine mandate-supporting, open borders enthusiast as their presidential candidate. And oh wait, there's actually more. Like, this guy's the worst choice, especially for libertarians, right? Like, they've been a meme for as long as I've been politically aware, right? Like, they're the small government, we just want to keep our heads in the sand, just don't really take a strong position on anything. It's like if Tim Pool had ultimate control of everything, right? Not really take a firm stance on anything and then just simply allow the degeneracy to commence around you while you just simply sit on the roof while Rome burns and you fiddle away. Like, libertarian principles are all fine, well and good. The government can go straight to hell. Taxation is theft. That's all well and fine. I like all of this stuff. But if you're going to make a change, you're going to have more than memes behind you. And, well, at least that's one thing good I can say about Chase Oliver. To provide some good memes, Libertarian Party has selected their preferred presidential candidate after a tumultuous weekend that saw speeches from both RFK and Trump. Nominee is no one other than Chase Oliver, the Antifa-loving, drag queen, story hour backing vaccine mandate supporting, open border enthusiast who hates Trump. Oliver, who describes himself as armed and gay. That's exactly what you want, right? Not an American, not a libertarian, not anybody who puts any of those specific values first and foremost. Armed and gay. That's exactly what you want. Somebody who puts personal and identity politics at the forefront. Second Amendment enthusiast. That's all fine, but there's a bunch of other amendments, some of dubious quality, that should also be embraced. The final round of voting for the Libertarian National Convention, Oliver won 60% of the vote. This is why libertarians, you get what you deserve, clearing the majority threshold to secure the nomination for the 2024 election. Oliver beat out, I don't even know the rest of these guys, but let's take a look at some of the posts that this idiot has made over the past 4 years. Chase Oliver reposting Antifa New Hampshire. That's a Doug Stanhope joke, right? And there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but let's take a look. Take jury duty. Everyone tries to get out of jury duty like it's a big pain in the ass, but it's honestly the easiest way you can make a difference as a single human being. If it's any kind of bullshit crime, drug possession, victimless crime, anything like that, it's none of your goddamn business. Just say not guilty. And again, that's a pretty good reflection of libertarian values, but where is it from? Oh, right, Antifa, New Hampshire. You can have the right opinion from the wrong source, okay? And then we got tweets. We've got tweets and other Facebook posts from Chase Oliver, and well, now there's a stupid opinion. I'm an anti-fascist and anti-war to the core. So, it's a little bit more than simply reposting a meme from an account that you might not agree with. You just actually do agree with it. Cool. You don't have to be pro-communist to be anti-fascist. Anyone who thought, oh my god, that's literally a leftist argument. Even though, they would just like to be able to, run all of this stuff together. Anti-fascists literally fought the Nazis in World War II. Check a history book, bigot. In 2022, when Trump said Antifa would be designated as a terrorist organization, I mean, if you take a look at the FBI definition, they fit the bill. Oliver shared a post from Spike Cohen defending the violent left-wing organization that said there is no Antifa organization. Right, they don't exist. They're just simply a myth. That's also what Joe Biden said on the debate stage. Interesting. He has made ending cash bail a central part of his 2020 run for Congress. How well is that working out for New York City, you absolute sped? I made ending cash bail a central topic of my 2020 run for Congress and forced my opponent to go on the record. I'll do the same for my run for U.S. Senate if you help, and everybody clapped. And then, of course, the U.S. already has its entry points that exist on the southern border. You simply allow anyone who isn't wanted for extradition, asylum requests excluded, who isn't carrying a dangerous communicable disease and has a desire to work. Oh, great, because there's not enough of those people in the United States to come through and receive documentation to that effect. Yeah, just let people come on in. You want to come on in? That's fine. That won't have downstream effects, idiot. Let labor move in or out of the United States without constraints. Yeah, don't defend borders because borders are lame and gay, apparently. We don't need border security theatrics. We need Ellis Island immigration, melt ICE down. Oh, and he's also another one of these abolish ICE types. How fantastic. But like I said, there's more. Him clapping when Donald Trump got banned off of social media by real Donald Trump. Glad you are banned. Not just, bragging out those very stupid arguments. Oh, he broke the terms of service. Well, can you point to any specific post where he broke the terms of service? That's rehashing old arguments that, we need not tread. We can already point to this guy being an idiot. Sorry, not sorry. Accountability. That's fantastic. I love having leftist nominees for supposed libertarian purposes. 25th Amendment now. Interesting. So he doesn't even bring up the TOS argument, and like several other people, it's like, okay, cool. Banning free speech is libertarian? Yeah, interesting, right? You're a vocal Second Amendment nominee. Well, you're armed and gay. I don't really know if it's, firearm or something that is also as equally cylindrically shaped that you're an enthusiast of, so I guess I can reserve myself on that, but you make allusions to the Second Amendment. Why not the first? Yeah, because you're not so much of a libertarian nominee for president. Okay, give me autonomy and property rights, you mean. A business can decide to require workers to be vaccinated, or limit customers to those with a vaccine, but no, governments shouldn't make those decisions. This will hurt already struggling small businesses. Central planning sucks. Yeah, exactly. He's fine with, no border security, but when it comes to businesses, yeah, if you want to have vaccine mandates, to restrict people's movement, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. The best way to export liberty is with an open border. Oh, there you go. He just drops all pretenses. Let money and people and goods move freely and let markets and people flourish. Border control is its current form, is central planning that doesn't work. Right. But I don't know, man. Are these arguments that resonate with the libertarian base? I don't really think so. But what about this one specifically? Well, actually, these ones right here. Guess what? I went to a Pride event featuring a drag queen story time, and there was no grooming or sexualization, just happy kids hearing about rainbows. Yep, no grooming at all happening. There's a bunch of happy kids seeing a bunch of mentally disturbed men. And guess what? It wasn't grooming or indoctrination. It's someone reading a story about how you can be proud of being yourself. Exactly. No grooming going on there at all whatsoever. Just telling kids how to live their life. Imagine being a libertarian parent of a trans kid. Yeah, there's other things I can imagine too. You not being the nominee and the Libertarian Party being a serious political force. You didn't ask for it. Is he about to go into an extra credits video? You just know you're going to do what's best for them. And then imagine how they feel seeing their national party equating the care that they seek from their kid from their doctor to grooming a kid for abuse. Well, it's actually abuse because kids can't consent to this stuff. This is just narcissistic parents. But again, we're getting into another conversation right there. But yeah, as it's pointed out, just incredible, your nominee libertarians. And this is why, man, a third party, they just can't get out of their own way. They're just such brain dead idiots. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.